A warm welcome. This is Electric Energy Generation Utilization and Conservation course with the lecture 2.1 focusing on the refrigeration and domestic refrigeration. Refrigeration is normally the removal of heat from a substance and this substance has to be kept in a cool state. Nowadays, not only the perishables but also the working areas in offices, factory buildings, institutions, etc., they are requiring the air conditioner effect, that is the refrigeration effect, and hence the equipment which is employed to maintain the system at low temperature is known as a refrigerating system, and the system which is kept at lower temperature is called refrigerated system. This principle of refrigeration is applied to domestic refrigerator. This domestic refrigerator is the one which we use in our households, and this consists of main parts like condenser, compressor, expansion tubes, and evaporator. These are the four main parts of the domestic refrigerator, and we can see the condenser. It's a wire tube type. It consists of the flow of high pressure liquid. Actually, this high pressure liquid is obtained from the high pressure gas. That is, the compressor, what it will do is it will be having the input as a low pressure gas, low pressure and temperature gas. This compressor will increase the pressure and temperature of that gas, and it will pump through the discharge line. This high pressure gas will flow through the condenser. While it is flowing through the condenser, the gas gets I mean the temperature gets reduced, but the pressure will be maintained. In such a case, it becomes the gas will become a liquid. So high pressure liquid will be flowing through this, and after flowing through the filter, it will be coming across the after flowing through the condenser, it will come across with the filter, and through the filter, it will enter into the expansion device. I mean, the pressure has to reduce in this case. So expansion device, it is a capillary tube. You can see the capillary tube is very small in size. So when this high pressure liquid, when it is passed through the capillary tube, at the time only a small amount of liquid can be passed through the capillary tube. In this way, the high pressure liquid will be converted to a low pressure liquid, and this low pressure liquid is then passed through the evaporator coil. We have a condenser coil here, here there is an evaporator coil, and when it is passed through the evaporator coil, the gas, I mean the liquid, low pressure liquid will be converted into low pressure gas. Since it's an evaporator, it will be converted into low pressure gas. Again, this low pressure gas will be flowing through the suction line, and it will enter the compressor. So in this way, the heat from the substances which are present inside the refrigerator will be removed when it through the condenser coil, and the heat will be sent towards the evaporator coil. This is a high pressure and temperature one, right? So this will be sent to the evaporator coil, and that will be I mean it will convert the heat, I mean it will be absorbing the heat from the substance inside the refrigerator, and it will leave the heat or emit the heat to the atmosphere. The important part is nothing but is the thermostat, which which will be finding out the temperature of the substances which are present inside the refrigerator, and it will indicate whether the temperature has to decrease or increase. That sensing impact will be made with the help of the thermostat. And here this is a explanation what we have already made. The compressor, low pressure and temperature refrigerant will be coming through the suction valve, and it will be converted to high pressure and temperature gas. The condenser or the cooler, it consists of the coils of pipe. Here the high pressure gas will be cooled and condensed, and this will be converted into a liquid. At this case, the refrigerant rejects its latent heat to the external surrounding air. So hot refrigerant vapor received at the compressor will be converted into liquid form in the condenser. While considering the receiver, I mean after the filter case, the condensed liquid refrigerant is stored in the receiver and is supplied to the expansion or the refrigerant control valve, because the expansion valve is a small capillary tube which will be allowing only a small amount of refrigerant over there. So in this case, the liquid refrigerant will be converted. I mean, its pressure and the temperature will be getting much reduced too, and then this liquid refrigerant will be sent through the evaporator. The evaporator, it will be changing the liquid vaporant in liquid refrigerant into vapor refrigerant, and it will absorb its latent heat of vaporization from the medium. Thus it will be making the substance into a cool state.